Hello, my name is Sophie and welcome back to my channel. I've been very unreliable at making videos, except we're getting to the end of the month and the only videos I've been posting for the last couple of months are my wrap-ups and TBRs. So I thought I'd make my TBR this month a little bit more interactive. I haven't made my TBR yet, so I thought this video could be making my TBR together. I don't have one of those prompt jars, and I don't have any of those fun little tarot cards or anything, but the way I make my monthly TBRs is I call them functional TBRs, but that's not to imply that other people's TBRs aren't functional. It's just I have a bunch of categories that fulfill a function, therefore functional. So the first category is always the wedding book club. Long story short, when my husband and I got married, we asked our guests to gift us a copy of their favourite book, and in an endeavour to read them all, I set up a book club, as much as you can set up a book club that you essentially do on your own, and we take it in turns each month to pick a book, and I read it and he doesn't. Except this month is slightly different because this month is our wedding anniversary, so we decided last year that rather than having a book from the library we got on our wedding day, we would each anniversary pick a new book to add to the collection, and we haven't done that yet. As I'm filming this, it's still October and we're going on a little holiday for our anniversary, so our plan is to go book shopping on our trip. So there will be a book that's part of the book club. We haven't decided what it is yet. I have proposed that we should read Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. Please hold. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree, and we should use the book club anniversary present to ourselves to buy the sequel Bookshops and Bone Dust, which has just come out in paperback. Luke has neither confirmed nor denied, so I think tentatively I'm going to put this on my TBR because it's on my 24 in 2024 list anyway. We may or may not buy the sequel to this book and have it be our book club pick for this month. All that to say, one of my monthly TBR categories is the book club book, but we haven't picked a book club book yet this month, or for November. But it might be the sequel to this book, so I'm adding this one. Then the next category is a subsidiary of the book club. My mum gave us a box set of Famous 5 books because they were her favourite books when she was a child, and rather than reading 10 Famous 5 books back to back, I've been aiming to read one a month, aiming being the operative word. Assuming I manage to finish my October TBR, the next book I read in November will be the last book in the series, and that is book 10, 5 on a Hike Together. It's the end. I finally will have finished this box set of Famous 5 books. Oh, and this one's 196 pages. I always like it when it's under 200 because it feels even shorter. So yeah, this is going on my November TBR, and then hopefully I won't have any Famous 5 books to read going into December. I do have another series which I intend to start reading next year, but I'm giving myself December to just read Christmas books. I'll let that start. I'll let the new series start next year, but hopefully November should be the end of this Famous 5 series. Well, it's not the end of the series, but it's the end of the box set, so that'll do. If I was the kind of content creator who got sponsorships, this would be a great time to do a sponsorship for this stupid little idle game I've been playing. I'm just going to take a break to play my stupid idle game. Gotta get the goblins on that grind. The next category on my list for my monthly TBR is new releases, and this is normally where I'd put any books that I've pre-ordered. The rule I set myself, for want of a better word, is that if I'm going to pre-order a book, I need to at least try to read it in the month it comes out. Except this month, I think for the first time this year, I don't have any. Well, I do have a pre-ordered book coming. Immediately I lied. I do have a pre-ordered book coming, but it's a special edition of Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, which I've already read. So I don't have anything in the new release category for this month, which on the one hand is like, no new books, but on the other hand, whoa, less books on the TBR, less pressure of books to read. Immediately thrilled. Then we go straight to my 24 in 2024 list. At the start of the year, I was planning to read 2 books from my 24 in 2024 list a month. Obviously I didn't do that because the whole of this cart, the whole top layer of this cart is all the books from that list that I haven't read yet. Because I'm incredibly indecisive, what I've been doing for the latter half of this year is using a spinner on my phone to pick which of these books I will be reading. I'm gonna pick 3 more books to go on my TBR, because then that will be 6 books total, which seems reasonable. And we're live. Okay, so I'm gonna spin this 3 times and just hope that I don't get House of Earth and Blood, because I am not ready to read that book. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely, I'll take that. So the first spin gave me The Worst of Me by Kate Levan. This is a book that I've never heard of, really. I've never heard anyone on the internet talking about it. I believe I bought this as a teenager and never got around to reading it. And then the reason it's on my 24 in 2024 is because I picked, I think, 20 of the books that I wanted to read this year, and then I let my TBR jar pick the last 4, and this is one of the ones that came out of the TBR jar. But it's YA, it's relatively short, and I'm hoping it'll be relatively fast paced as well. It's less than 200 pages, and that's what I need at this end of the year. This is the second time it's been on my monthly TBR this year. I know I put this on my TBR in January, but hopefully second time's the charm. And spin again. Why am I nervous? This is silly. That's why I'm nervous. That is why I am nervous. Oh, I've been nervous about this book all year, but I've never read Sarah J Maas before, and I own the entirety of the ACOTAR series, which conveniently you can see just here. I don't own any of Throne of Glass, and I only own book 1 of House of Earth and Blood. I recently saw a box set of of the Crescent City series in hardback in Forbidden Planet in London, and now I kind of want it. Maybe if I finish this book in November, I can buy the hardback, because that would be a hell of a reward. 803, that's the acknowledgements, but even then the epilogue is... So this is 800 pages. This will undoubtedly be the longest book I've read this year if I get around to reading it. Can you see the panic? Because I feel it. If I get through this book, it will be a real accomplishment. This will almost certainly be the book I leave till last. But here we have this brick, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas. I am technically going on 2 holidays this month, but I don't expect either of them to be reading holidays, so that one's definitely going to be an audiobook, because there's no way I can read all of that with my eyes. I almost feel like I don't need to do another spin, because the likelihood that I get through House of Earth and Blood is little to none, but with this spin I will have 6 books on my TBR, so it feels... Oh good, another long one. Okay. Okay, I was feeling good about this TBR until this moment. This one isn't, okay, this one isn't that long, but I feel like it's long for a romance book. It's over 400 pages, and that is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I did vaguely start reading this earlier this year because it was on Kindle Unlimited when I had Kindle Unlimited, and I immediately hated the writing style, but I just cannot DNF books, so I need to at least read the whole thing and confirm that I definitely do dislike it before giving up on the series. The 24 in 2024 spinner has not filled me with hope this month. It really hasn't. That's my November TBR. Yeah, no new really. I feel like I've forgotten something, because I was going to say this feels too short, but then House of Earth and Blood made up for it. I don't know what the book club book will be. I will update somewhere as and when I know what that is. My Famous 5 book is 5 on a Hike Together. I'm also adding Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry, because I anticipate that the book club pick may be related to this, but also it's on my 24 in 2024 anyway. Then the spinner chose 3 books from my 24 in 2024 list, and that is The Worst of Me by Kate Levan, The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas. I'm stressed now. I am nervous now. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll download the audiobook of House of Earth and Blood, and it will be okay. Everything will be fine. There's no need to panic, she said to herself. These are the 5 books on my monthly TBR for November. There will be a 6th book, which I will post on my Instagram or something when we know what it is. I have to laugh because I'm stressed already. And this is coming from someone who hasn't finished their their October TBR, who hasn't finished a single TBR this year. Why I put House of Earth and Blood on my list for 24 and 2024 is beyond me. It's fine. It's all going to be fine. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back next week with a wrap up, and I will continue to endeavour to be more reliable and post more consistently on this channel. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're reading a great book, and I'll see you next time for another bookish video. Bye!